Hey guys, welcome back to Ignite Fitness. Hope you're all feeling great and ready to tackle today's yoga practice. As promised on Instagram, this is the practice for sciatic nerve pain and relief. This is also great if you have tight glutes, tight hamstrings. It is just an all-around amazing practice. But if you are struggling with sciatic nerve pain, which a lot of people are, whether they're at the gym or sitting in an office, causing those nerve pinching issues, okay? So let's get to it. All you need for today's practice is water, your mat, and then if you have a yoga strap, you can grab that. If not, just a towel will work great, as long as it's something that's long enough to give you leverage against your foot, okay? So I'll give you a second to get that stuff ready, and we are going to begin an easy seat. We're just going to start with our little meditative breath to begin our practice. Whenever you're ready, come down onto your mat, crisscross your legs, find a nice comfy spot. Close your eyes, or three-quarter close your eyes, and take your hands to your knees. And just start focusing on that energy into that pranayama, into your breath. And I love this feeling, guys. As soon as I come to my yoga practice, as soon as I sit in easy seat, put my hands on my knees, my eyes shut, and I instantly just get this feeling of calm that just rushes from my head to my toes. My body just is so in the zone and knows exactly what's coming for it, and it's just instant relaxation. Slowly open those eyes, roll the shoulders back and down the spine, just realigning the shoulders. Beautiful. Twist up the body. Let's turn to the side. We'll begin in staff pose. Taking the legs out, finding the length through the spine. Take the hands down, plant the palms. Lift, lift, lift through that heart. Keeping the chest open, shoulders pulled down from the ears. Find that length. From here, we're going to cross one leg over the other, planting the foot. And if you are struggling with sciatic pain at this moment, stay here. This is good. This is the stretch for you right now. If it is just something that's occurring in your life that's not bothering you at this moment, you can cross your arm and begin to rotate into a half Lord of the Fishes. Beautiful. Feeling that opening up through that glute muscle. Side body here, so that's right where that sciatic nerve is lying in there. So if it's pinched, this is going to feel so good. Whenever we're doing a practice with a purpose, like treating or helping to ease the symptoms of sciatic nerve pain, we want to move slowly, take control. We don't want to overextend too quickly. Breathe into the muscles, fill the body with oxygen, and slowly move deeper into the practice. You want to take it a little deeper, come deeper into the rotation, taking the gaze out over the back shoulder. Beautiful. And we'll release it, slowly coming back through center, releasing that leg, finding our staff pose one more time, finding that length, finding that realignment in between our poses is really amazing for deepening your practice. Be able to find that proper form each time. Finding that rotation, breathing into that muscle. And the more you hug that knee in toward your chest, the deeper the stretch is going to come through the glute as well. Beautiful. release, come back through center. Release the leg, find your stack pose, sitting up tall, plant those palms. Beautiful. And we're slowly going to take our backs down onto the mat. This is where we're going to use our towel or our straps. We're going to slowly roll it back down. If you're using a towel, you're just going to wrap it around one foot, planting the opposite leg in a 90-degree angle so the knees bend. If we're using a strap, you're just going to take it wrapped around your foot, and you can hold the excess for leverage here. We're slowly going to begin to work into the hamstring here. So planting that opposite foot on the mat, breathing in here, finding that beautiful stretch in the back of the leg. If you're using your towel, you're going to be using both hands, and you're just going to slowly pull to wherever you feel that slight resistance. We don't want to pull till we feel pain, just till we feel that nice stretching feeling. It should feel satisfying, not painful. I'm using my Ujjayi breath today, so in through the nose, out through the nose. You have option to stay here. If it feels good to your practice to deepen, you can begin to extend that bottom leg out straight. With each exhale, maybe being able to get a little deeper into that stretch. Exhale, pull a little tighter. Taking the strap into the opposite hand, we're slowly going to open up the hip. Take your time, it doesn't have to be a huge extension. So if you're using a towel, take both ends of the towel into one hand. Slowly open that hip out to the side. Playing around with the leverage that you have from the strap or towel, moving the leg to wherever you feel that sweet spot where your body needs to stretch the most. And for everyone, it's different on any given day. We'll slowly bring that leg back up straight, hug it in towards the chest, release the strap or towel. We'll switch the strap or towel to the opposite leg. I'm going to swing around on my mat so I don't crash into the wall. So again, down on our backs, wrapping that strap around the opposite foot. Bending the opposite knee, 90-degree angle to start. Slowly begin to take that leg up, opening up that stretch. Notice the starting and finishing positions of that leg as we deepen our breath and find more length. Where are you starting and where are you finishing this pose? To stay here or extend the bottom leg out further. Again, playing with the leverage from the strap. Keeping both sits bones close to the mat. And here we'll slowly extend that leg out to the side. Again, if you're using the towel, put both ends of the towel into the one hand, extend out to the side. Playing around to wherever you feel that stretch as needed in the body. Keeping the opposite sit bone pressed into the mat. And we'll slowly bring that leg back in. Find that length once more. And we'll release it down. Beautiful. your foot out of the strap and set it to the side. We're going to come through our figure 4 stretch. So taking one leg, crossing it over the top. We're going to reach through. Option to reach behind your thigh and stay here. You can flex or point the foot wherever you feel the deepening in that stretch. Or you can reach around to the front of the shin bone and grab if you are deeper into your practice. Wherever you feel that stretch needed the most, listen to your body. It'll tell you where it needs to go. Come back to the pranayama, come back to the breath. Beautiful. Option to stay here, or you can begin to extend that bottom leg as well, taking it up towards the sky, bringing that leg in a little closer, deepening the practice. And we'll release it down. Slowly switching sides, taking the opposite leg over the knee, or over the thigh, I should say. Option to take the hands behind the thigh, grabbing the hamstrings, or reaching forward to the calf. This shin bone. Oh, my words are coming out funny again today. Breathe deep into it. The more we practice, the more in tune we become with our bodies. The more we know when to slip deeper into practice and when to pull back. Option to stay here, or you can begin to extend that leg up towards the ceiling. Pulling a little deeper through that glute muscle. Beautiful. We'll release it down. Plant the feet, both in 90-degree angle. We're going to bridge up. So planting the palms towards the mat, driving up to the heels. We're going to press up through bridge. And lower down. Squeeze it all the way up. And lower down. Drive those hips up nice and high. Squeeze the glutes. Press those hips up. Release it down. Take it all the way back up. This time, option to interlace the fingers underneath your back. Pressing the chest up. Deepening that bridge. Opening up to the heart. Slowly release it down. Hugging the knees in towards the chest. Let's just rock side to side. Massaging the low back. Loosening it up. Taking that wherever it feels good. It's rocking around in little circles. This is also something you'll see a lot in Pilates. Beautiful. This time we're going to crisscross our legs at the ankle, reaching forward for both the heels in open cow face pose. Drawing those knees towards your chest. Again, opening up through those hips. Healthy hips. The tailbone down on the mat. Try to fight the urge to let the bum lift up. Keep it flat. Draw the knees toward the chest. The upper thigh. Exhale, we'll switch sides. Same thing. Draw those legs in. Reaching inside of our thighs, this time into happy baby. So option to grab your ankles, peace fingers around the big toe, or if you want to go really deep with it, opening up right and grabbing those heels. And again, here, if it feels good to you, you can rock. I always take happy baby very literally, and I think about my babies when they were small and how they just used to roll and rock in this position. And I always thought, oh, that looks so nice. It just looks like it feels so good. And now, deeper into my yoga practice, I realize just how amazing that does feel. Hold steady in the center and breathe. Opening up to those hips. Hip love. Playing around with these moves, you're allowed to have freedom in yoga. Guys, and I know that sometimes when you're new to something, you want to stick to it like the way it should be done, but yoga is very expressive, so feel free to play around with it. What feels good to my body may not necessarily feel good to yours, so play around with the poses to wherever you feel best in your body. Release it down. We're going to roll onto our side and flip on over to our belly. We're going to plant our palms and we're going to breathe up through Cobra, full Cobra. So planting the elbows, we're going to press up all the way. Inhale, lifting the hips off the mat. Finding that nice little extension. Taking the gaze up slightly, the ceiling in front of you, and release down. Again, Cobra up. If you can get your pelvis off the floor, that's great. But if you need to keep it pressed into the mat, that's okay too. Learning to listen to the body is the focus of this workout, this practice. One more time, lifting up into that beautiful Cobra, giving the spine some love. Beautiful. Let's lower it down, tuck those toes, press up through the hands, and shift our bum back up towards the ceiling for our downward facing dog. Here, let's take our left toes and point them all the way up towards the ceiling, dropping that back heel, sinking into three-legged dog. We're going to drive that leg all the way between our hands, bringing it into the side for Pigeon. Now, given that this is a practice for sciatica, we're going to stay in seated Pigeon. We're not going to drop all the way into laying Pigeon unless that's something that you feel particularly confident with. But I really want you to focus on getting that hip, that leg nice and flat against the mat. Maybe you can play around with the extension of the leg out in front. Rolling and focus on rotating those hips forward so both hip bones are parallel. Breathe into it. Keeping the back leg active. Tuck those back toes. Let's press all the way back up towards our downward dog. Pressing through all 10 fingers, all 10 toes, drawing the heart to the upper thigh. Beautiful. On your next exhale, let's point the toe all the way up towards the sky. Right toe this time. Drop the back heel, sink a little deeper in this three-legged dog, and we'll drive that leg in between the hands, planting the thigh, releasing the back toes, finding our seated Pigeon, keeping that rotation towards the front, sinking nice and deep into that glute muscle, staying upright. Shift our hips all the way back up through downward facing dog one last time. See if this time you can drive those heels a little deeper towards the mat, really opening up those calf muscles. Belly drawn in tight, knitted towards the ribs. Let's walk our toes to meet our wrists, coming into a nice, easy forward fold. Taking the gaze in between the legs. We're going to inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold it deeper. If you still have your yoga strap or your towel, you can take the strap or towel underneath your feet if it feels good to your practice and pull yourself deeper into this forward fold. Beautiful, guys. Release the strap, release the towel if you're using. Plant those palms on the mat. Walk those knees down. We're going to come into our child's pose. Sinking the bum back towards the heels, walking the hands out, bringing the heart to the mat, sinking the forehead down. Just take a second here to breathe. Beautiful, guys. Walk yourself out of this. To finish our practice, we're going to take our legs up a wall. So if you need to adjust your mat and move where you are, you can do that. But we're going to take our legs straight up the wall. So in order to do that, we want to bring our bums right close to the wall in a nice comfortable position. So walk the booty towards it. Take the feet parallel straight up the wall. Just find a nice relaxing position there for them. Bum against them, and you can take your hands to your belly. Close your eyes and breathe into this legs up the wall Savasana. Elevated corpse pose, let's call it that. And just take a second to breathe and flood the body with oxygen to end our practice. This practice is very intense and very deep muscle work for anyone who may be dealing with sciatic pain. But it's also very deep for anyone just looking to stretch the glute and hamstring muscles and loosen up those hips. Just breathe into relaxation here. You've done your practice and you've done well. You showed up for yourself today, and I'm very proud of you for that, and I hope you're proud of yourself as well. We'll slowly walk those legs down the wall, rolling towards our left side. Take your time, Come up very, very slowly. Maybe your eyes are still closed, maybe they're open again. Taking your time, coming back to meet in our easy seat. Beautiful, guys. This is just a little reminder that you are divine, you are worthy, you are lovely, you are abundant. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. If you feel comfortable, drawing your hands together in heart center, forehead to fingers. Namaste. Have a beautiful day, guys. I'll see you again soon.